Hello, my YouTube audience. This is Darth Jihiko here with a lightsaber collection update. Since the last one, about last year, I have acquired several new lightsabers. I believe I have acquired at least... Let me see here. I've acquired at least 8 to 9 new lightsabers. And as it goes, there are going to be a few lightsabers missing from this collection video that you may have seen in the previous one due to the fact that I am unable to locate them. But if I am able to locate them sometime, I will definitely get them ready for another video, and then I'll make sure to have batteries in them ready to go for the next compilation video that I make. Because there will be another compilation video in time, because I do plan on getting more. Yeah, here we go. So first off, we got Darth Maul's red lightsaber from Star Wars Episode 1. You will, if you notice, there is tape here. I have dueled with this lightsaber back in the day, and a friend of mine, we were dueling, and he got a little haphazard with his lightsaber, and as in the movie, The Phantom Menace, just like Obi-Wan did, he swiped up on the middle and it busted the connector off of the other lightsaber, and got it stuck to this one. But I was able to get the connector off. I can take it off right here, but the other part of the lightsaber right here broke off and was attached to the other lightsaber, so I had to tape it on. So I do have part of the other lightsaber. I'm probably gonna buy the other piece again off of eBay, or probably I'll just buy the whole thing off of eBay again. But yeah, it still works. Good for dueling still. Pillow for reference. So there's that lightsaber. And then we have one of my new ones. I built this at Disney this year. So I'll turn the lights off so you can see the blue lights coming from it. Obviously it extends both sides. And yeah, this one I had built at Disney and I wanted a double-bladed one, so I built a double-bladed one. As you can see, there's a First Order X-Wing pilot help. Not First Order, the Resistance, my goodness. And then we have yet another lightsaber I built in Disney, mainly because I didn't just want one, and I wanted a double-bladed and a single-bladed. But this one was supposed to be more so like Qui-Gon's when I was building it, but I couldn't find the pieces completely. This one is a part of Darth Vader's lightsaber. I believe one of Darth Vader's lightsabers, but no biggie. And I ended up making it a green Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 1. Of course, it makes the noises. Here, I was gonna make a reference. So here's how it sounds for dueling references. Yep, and there's the Obi-Wan, as I call it, the Obi-Wan green Episode 1 lightsaber. As I try to get this thing in, because it always is a bit tricky. Sorry about that. Come on. Apologies, folks. This is taking longer than I expected it to. I will set you down for a second as I try to... There we go. Okay. I forgot which way I was holding it. And then we have two training lightsabers from Jedi Training Academy at Disney. I got myself a green and a purple, mainly because I back when I was a kid. I only had this blue one here, which was in one of my previous lightsaber compilation videos. And yeah, if you notice, there's a small hole from when I was battling a bush. Alrighty, and as we move on, we have these 3 lightsabers out of plastic that are the normal ones that just extend. Then we have the color changer, Darth Vader lightsaber. It starts off blue, and then you hold this button down, it turns red. Then you hear a Darth Vader breathing action there. And then, I don't know if you guys would have noticed, but if you hear how it sounds now, and then you change it back, it sounds different. It basically sounds like this one if you're not swinging it, or any of this one, or this one if you're not swinging it around, kind of like this one. But yep, that's that lightsaber. This was my original FX lightsaber. It's not one of those expensive ones, but it was the ones for kids that you could actually duel with. And I do believe I have the power off. Yep, there it is. And as you can see, there are a few spots where the LEDs are dead. But if I do this, I can get some of them to come back. So let's see. Yeah, that one, as you can see, went off again. If I bend it like this, see, I can get some of them to come back. But the sound is dead for right now. I'm gonna have to open it up to see if I can fix it or not. So there's my Anakin Skywalker lightsaber that I first got back in, like, I believe 2014. Then my Kylo Ren lightsaber, also same series as these, but as you can see, some more dead LEDs. But I do like to duel. Here's a Kylo Ren lightsaber. Here's a Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 1 lightsaber. This is probably my favorite one, just due to the hilt design. It's just one of my favorites. It's always been my favorites as when I was a kid, but this one has no LED damage inside, gratefully, because when I bought this one, it was not cheap, because when I had bought it, they hadn't been in stores for several years at that point. But yeah, I try not to duel with this one because it's expensive and hard to find. And then we have my first Ultra Sabers lightsaber. It's a little bit bright there, so I'm going to set it down. This is a custom one that I built. And it has a blue activator switch, but it is nice and bright red. But yeah, this was my first Ultra Sabers lightsaber, custom made. I mean, for the most part custom, because the only things that I picked out really were the hilt, this blue button here, and then the color of the lightsaber. But yeah, first Ultra Sabers lightsaber with sound. And then I got this as a grab bag. No sound, but it's, as long as the handle is, it's more so a two-handed hilt. And standard activator switch, and then it's bright blue. Pretty cool. And now we get to my more so proud part of my collection, because these are the Force FX lightsabers, the Black Series. As you can see over there, I have some of the boxes for them, and then the rest I have elsewhere. Here is Anakin / Luke Skywalker from Episode 4 and 3, and technically Episode 5. Well, yeah, Episode 5. And that's it for that one. Here is Obi-Wan's from Star Wars Episode 3. Come on. Here is Mace Windu's. Here is Luke Skywalker's from Episode 6. And then here are my 2 Darth Mauls. I can connect them, but there is a slight issue. Usually when I connect these two, one of the side will get stuck. And then I'll be able to disconnect one, and then I have to take this and apply quite a bit of pressure, and then it holds this part down, and then I can twist it and then get that off. So it's not a problem as it is right now. So those are the Darth Maul lightsabers. And then for this episode, there is a little bit of a bonus that I was gonna throw in here for you. I have I believe this came out in 2015, but it's the Clone Trooper rifle that you can customize. You can take out the clip, of course. You can take this off and put it back on. And I got this from a good friend of mine. He was moving, and he didn't really want it anymore, so he gave it to me as a birthday present, which was very much appreciated. And then you can take this off and put it up here, or sometimes I jokingly do is I'll put it in the spot for the clip. But I like to keep it down here because if you notice in episode 2, episode 2, Attack of the Clones, they'll have this down here as a grip. And you can take this part off, then have just these two, or you could take this middle part off, and then you have the standard clone rifle that you see in episode 3 and mostly during the Clone Wars cartoon. But I will also say that when you remove a certain part of these I said lightsabers, of the blaster, they do make different noises. So for example, and an explosion. That's what it sounds like when the rifle is complete. If you take this off, it sounds like the X-Wing fighter for some reason. Then when you take that part off, and then I'm going to remove this part, you basically have the standard clone pistol. And the sound it makes is basically the stun mode on all blasters. But yeah, now it looks like the standard clone DC-17 pistol. And that sounds like the Rebels main blaster from episode 4, 5, and 6, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I'm just trying to put this the bump stock back. I believe that's what it's called, a bump stock. If I'm incorrect, please tell me, because I don't want to be incorrect about this kind of thing. Alright, now we put it back together with just that part. And that's what it sounds like with that. So basically it just sounds like the basic clone rifle. And then if you take this part off yet again, that's how it looks. Just exactly like it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this part back off, put it back on this thing here, and then put it all the way back on. That makes that sound when it's fully assembled. And then we have here is a very old piece. It's Han Solo's pistol. I forgot what it's called offhand, but this is a very old piece. It makes noise, but there's no batteries in it currently. And I'm probably going to get some batteries for it here sometime. But I believe it didn't actually make the blaster noises. There's a little engine inside that makes rattling noises. But the last piece that I'm going to show today is my Kyle Katarn pistol. This is probably one of my favorite pieces of all of this in here. It is 3D printed. I bought this off of Etsy and put it together. It was pretty easy to put together. These two pieces were separate. The clip there was separate. This part right here was separate, and so were these two pieces. And then the little screws there. But yeah, that is pretty much the favorite piece of my collection here. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do is turn the lights off and activate every lightsaber. And that is all, guys. I hope you did enjoy this lightsaber collection update video. And if you did, please consider leaving a comment, like, or even subscribe. Thank you, guys. And have a nice day.